Hey there everyone, I'm Michael, and welcome to another ShiftOS dev update. This time we're taking a look at ShiftOS 1.0 Beta 1.4, which effective immediately is the last version of the game to be written alongside Microsoft Windows Forms. Because in Beta 1.5, along with the advanced app launcher and revamps of the shop system, we are going to be moving to OpenGL and Gwen.net for our user interface framework. But that's backend stuff. Yeah. So what's new with this version? Well, right now we can see some revamps with the terminal. As you can see, my username is magenta and it's bold, and my system name, which is system creative name, is bold and italic and it's white, and we've got different colors in the terminal. And it is still customizable in the shifter, as I will demonstrate right now. Usually the text is white whenever we're entering commands, but I have mine set to cyan. And if we run this command, which is a bad command, we get a mud error, and as you can see, it is also styled. The mud error text is red and it's in bold, and then we've got some grayish, looking kind of bluish error description text going on there, and it's italic, and it looks pretty awesome. And if we do sos.help, you'll see that this text is all cyan colored, and it is pretty good. I like it. And I've also fixed a bug with mud.connect. Let's reconnect to my multi-user domain. As you can see, it no longer says connection successful on the command prompt. It says connection successful, and then the command prompt shows up. So that's a bug fix. And the next thing is a big feature. We have added the ability to steal code points from dead accounts within ShiftOS. And as you can see, we've got some commands that we could use, and of course, if we wanted... Okay, let's just demo one command here. Let's say we wanted to get all the users. All we have to do is send a message to the multi-user domain of get users, and then dead. But as you can see, we cannot run this command because we do not have root access to ShiftOS yet. To do this, we need to find our kernel password. We can do that using a special command to look at system logs, and there is one stored at system/data/kernel.log. And if we run this command, we get a text pad that pops up, and as you can see, it is a log of everything that's happened within the ShiftOS kernel. And what we can do is we can go to the most recent mud handshake log entry, and then it gives us a kernel access code, and we can use this to gain root access into ShiftOS by using mud.disconnect. And this will make sense in the story. And then we do krnl.control, and we'll set pass to that password, and it didn't really work because apparently I screwed up. That just goes to show even your lead developer can screw up at times. I'm not sure why it's not in root mode, but it should allow me to do hacker101 dot print user info. You cannot run this command. It seems to be, it used to be working fine, so this is just a case of, that is weird. Oh well, we won't have that off in this video then. I guess I'll do it in another one where it actually makes sense. So unfortunately, no kernel stuff. I think what happened is we got a new UID when we ran that mud.connect. So that might do it. Anyways, next thing is with, let's see, I'm trying to think of what's new. We've got some new games, or a new game, I mean. We've got Shiftsweeper, which I did show off in the previous video, or not in the previous video, in the previous Shift Hangout, I was playing it near the end, and I failed miserably, but it has seen a number of improvements since then, and this is another feature of the game. When you're disconnected from the mud, you'll see that it will not let you run certain applications until you reconnect. So if we click yes on this dialog, you'll see that Shiftsweeper opens, and we can choose our difficulty, and I'll go with easy. As you can see, it looks different. This is our game board. We can click on a button and we will mine the area. And if we click a bomb, that happens. So we'll go easy again. And let's say we wanted to flag an area for possibly being a bomb. Well, we can right click on a I'm not sure what to call it. We'll say button because that's what it is. We can right click, and as you can see, it adds a little flag sort of symbol here, showing you that you flagged it. And this one's probably a bomb, so is this one, and this one too. Maybe not, but as you can see, this is Minesweeper within ShiftOS, and it has seen a number of improvements, and it is awesome. So yeah, that's Shiftsweeper. Excuse that Skype notification. Next, we've got a few new Shiftorium upgrades. So if we go back into the terminal, because I prefer the command line Shiftorium, we can do shiftorium.list. As you can see, we now have ShiftLotto and Format Editor. ShiftLotto, I haven't had a chance to play it, but if we do shiftorium.info upgrade ShiftLotto, of course we can see a bit of information about the upgrade. And its description is, are you feeling lucky? Spend some money on this upgrade. If you have any left, go ahead and bet your money in ShiftLotto. So it's basically a lottery application for ShiftOS. We also have another feature with the terminal. If we right click it, we enable this feature. Anytime you highlight something in the terminal, once you let go, it copies to the clipboard and returns you to your command line. So we can copy this shiftorium.by command, copy it in, run it, and we bought the upgrade. Of course, it does have its relevant AL upgrades. We can do, oh man, that's a bug. So we can do AL ShiftLotto, and then shiftorium.list, and we've bought the entire upgrade tree of ShiftLotto. So if we go to games, as you can see, we've got ShiftLotto, and I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I have tons of code points to play with. So if this is evident by doing sos.status. As you can see, I've got like, what is that, 3 trillion code points? I'm not sure. But let's just up the value to like loads of stuff. let's just go with like, we'll go 2. Oh, whoops. That would be me messing with, or hitting the wrong key. I guess he has it capped at a certain amount. Yeah, this was made by ShiftOS user A Shifter, and it has been put in the game. But yeah, that is the cap. Okay. So you can only bet that amount of code points. And we'll go with, I don't know, difficulty. See how this goes. Yeah, it's capped at 100. And as you can see, it has a nice little code point status at the bottom. So if we hit go, I'm not sure how this will work. We probably lost some code points. Yep, we lost. I believe that's 1,000,000 code points. So don't mess around with that application if you don't like losing code points. But if you like gambling, then this application's for you. The next application is Format Editor. I can only explain it because it's kind of buggy in my experiences. This was made by developer PFP, and it is meant to allow you to customize the format of terminal commands. So instead of doing this style of commands, which is based off another hacking game called HackMud, they use the same style of commands, or the same syntax. I broke the Shiftorium, beautiful. Okay. But let's say you wanted to use, I don't know, Shiftorium dash buy dash upgrade. And then we'll say mud fundamentals, which would be sort of like Unix, or maybe you would want to do Bash or Windows style, or do it ShiftOS Next style. It's up to you. That's what that application lets you do, but I can't show it off because in my experience it has been buggy and I don't know the state of it. So for the sake of this video, we won't show it off yet, but it is in beta 1.4 in the release, so feel free to try it if you want. The last thing is some debug commands, and specifically story. I won't show it off in this video, but if we do sos.help, I forgot my terminal is broken. I keep forgetting. I'm not sure why it does that every now and then. But let's see if we can open it up again. Yeah, it's the session manager is purged. But there are some dev commands for story now, because in the new engine, modders will like this. You can now create custom stories for ShiftOS, or custom story plots, and you can add new features that rely on these plots being experienced, and it's super awesome. Anyways, that's about it for this release of ShiftOS. You can download it at the link in the video description whenever it's posted on the forums. I will see you guys in the next video.